Hello guys, my name is Athar and I welcome you to this video where you will be making your very first robotic project. Yeah guys, so as I promised you in the last video that we will be making a project which will be using sensors, and today is that video guys. This video is all about that. So I'm very pumped up, excited, and I hope you are also. So without any ado, let's get right into it. So, as I said, today is the practical thing, right? Today is just that we are making your very first sense project, right? Your very first sense of project. Now, we must have a question also so that we can solve it. So the question today is: make a project in which you will detect whether it is day or night and put it on the serial monitor. And some of you might not be knowing about serial monitor, like almost all of you. So let me tell you, serial monitor is just a monitor like, yeah, if you've used any other programming language, you know, in the console, right? So all the output just come, we can just print it with it, right? It's just a monitor, a small monitor where we can just print something, right? We can display something. So that is the serial monitor. We'll look into it right in this video, right? And yeah, and for this video, and for this project, as it told in the last video, that the sensor which we are using to detect whether it is day or night or the light is known as the photoresistor. Okay, what? Photoresistor. Okay, guys. I hope you're getting me. Alright, photo register for the light sensing. Okay, guys. So, now I told you that what we are gonna use. So, as you know, obviously, it is the base photoregister to detect the main sensor, right? And the CV monitor just to print whether it is day or night. And in this video, we are also gonna learn about what conditional guys. Okay, and I think in the next video we are just gonna talk a bit about C++ and thing in some of the next videos. But in this video, I'm just not gonna explain much about if else and all those things. I'm gonna just um do the main thing. Okay, all right, guys. So I think now we should move to the tinkercad screen, right? So that we can start off by making not yeah, so that you can make your very first robotic project, guys. Okay, so let's get started. So this is my screen. Okay, I hope you are able to see it. So I just created a new circuit. If you don't know, just go to tinkercad.com. Okay, when you reach to tinkercad.com, just go ahead, just go to the circuits, alright, okay, and then you can just click on create new circuit, and you will reach over here, and then you can just click over here and just rename it whatever you. I have just renamed it tutorial 2 because you know this is the second tutorial where I am teaching you how to do practically, right? So yeah. So now let me get the arduino. Okay, as you can see, it is coming over here. We are not getting it. Just type in Arduino Uno 3 R3. Although if you type ARDU, it comes up. Okay, so I'll just bring it up. Cool. So just drag and drop it up. Boom. There is a beautiful Arduino. Okay. Huh. All right. Now the next thing which we are gonna require is obviously a photo register. Okay, yeah, so a photo register. Now guys, just listen to me very clearly. Okay, so so the first thing which we're gonna do is that as we know, first we have to use the register, obviously, right? Because we sometimes the electricity could go very much, right? And the value could just go wrong, right? So for that thing, we are gonna use the resistor, okay? So just drag in the resistor, okay? Connected? Alright. Now what we're gonna do is that we're just gonna connect it to the ground, okay? And remember what I told you in the last session? Always just do it to black, right? Whenever you connect to the ground. And obviously one is to the ground and one is to the 5V, okay? Now you must be thinking like how will the output come, right? Because we wanna see it, and for that it must be connected to some pin. Yeah, you are very correct, okay? So for that, what we're gonna do, so we're just gonna select this and we're just gonna go ahead and just connect this to any pin. Like 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, okay? I'm just here connecting to the second, okay? Alright, so I just connected a second pair and I will just choose any color of my choice. So right now I'm just choosing it green. Alright guys. So these are the connections. Now I just say like don't go too much deep into the connection, but let me just tell you, right? All the output which the sensor is giving isn't I say electricity or volts, okay? Now, if it is 5V, the maximum, which is the 1023, and if it is 0V, it is 0. Okay, and yeah, so we don't want that so much. Um, like I was just trying one day, and I just directly connected this one to the 5V and this one to this. No, sorry, this one to the main analog pin, and this one to ground. Ground. Okay, the value was constant 0 only, right? When I connected to 5V, value was 1023. So you see, here it is showing that the output is like 1023 because I'm giving it 5V, right? And if I'm giving it ground, means 0V, its value is 0. Yeah, so this proves that the value which the sensor is giving is in voltages, okay? Now, if you didn't understand, just repeat it, okay? Just watch it again and again, and you will understand it gradually, okay? All right. So, and that's why only when we connecting to 5 volt, one to the ground, and one to this pin and resistor, so that excess electricity doesn't come, okay? All right. So now let's just move to the code part, okay? So I just click over here, right, on this code icon, and I'm just seeing all this code. Alright, guys. So I just clean up the code which was given by default. Just you also delete that code, okay? And I will just remove this also, okay? So right now we have just have the very basic structure, okay? And this is the skill monitor. This is the place where you can just test out the values, okay? And yeah, where you can show the values, right? And yes, okay. So now, as we know, first we need to initialize, right? We need to tell the Arduino that yeah, we have connected the Arduino to a serial monitor. Over here, it is just built in. The serial monitor is built in. But in real life also we need to show it, okay? Because in the real life when we do, so then also the serial monitor is in the application also, but we need to tell it, right? We need to tell the Arduino that it is there to show just to tell it, right? That yeah, there is something like the monitor connected, right, or there, right, which you can use. Okay. So yeah, now we will just go ahead and just write serial, alright, and we're gonna begin, right? We wanna start, okay? So we will just write dot begin as the name suggests, okay? We'll just begin the process, okay? Or we'll just initialize it, okay? So serial dot begin. Now here a value needs to be passed. Now I don't know the exact reason why those values are why that value is that value only. Why not any other? But actually I know, but I will explain you in the later videos because guys, that is a long thing, right? Bit complicated. So right now, just write over here 9600. Okay. 9,600. I don't know, I know that why it is like 9,600, but I will explain you in the later videos because right now we just wanna make you work with the photo register. Okay, guys? So, yeah, so connection done and we just initialize. So, I think that is all in the setup. And some of you might be thinking, won't we do pin mode? No, guys, because pin mode is only done for digital pins, not for analog pins. For analog pins, you only need to read, so we do not tell its existence, right? Because it already knows that it is there and it can read it, okay? But if you want to write it, then we do pin mode and we are writing from here in the digital pins, okay, guys? So, yeah. So now, let's just start to do coding, okay? So, actually, guys, there is only one line, okay? So, let me just explain you. If you write serial, right, which we are calling in serial monitor, dot, okay, dot, and if you now just write print or see, guys, now I will explain you this also. So, let me first do print, okay? Okay, and just remember after every line just put this, not after the ending functions right over here, that will be incorrect, but after just the main this kind of these lines, okay, just put a semicolon at the end, okay. So yeah, now you wanna just write, you wanna read the value, okay, read the value of the A2 analog pin, okay. So first of all you will just tell it that the pin is analog, so the analog. Now we're saying that we want to read the value. So read. Now we're saying that we want to specify the pin. Now the pin is which we connected to A2. Okay, A2. So just write A2, guys. Okay, A2. Alright, guys. And actually that is not it. Okay, because we need to do the if else also. Now, if you see the question, we what did we say? That we want to tell it is it day or night, guys. Okay, so we will see that, but right now I'm just showing you. Okay, so now let's start the simulation and see what is happening. 666. Let's change it and see what happens. See, so print is just it will just print everything in one line only, which we don't want, obviously, guys. So we are going to write print ln. Okay. Now, what is print ln stand for? Print a new line. You can just think like that. Okay. Print um, print line new or print new line, print a new line, whatever. I just remember like print a new line, but whatever. Right now, if I do start simulation, you see it will just come separate, and I think this is much more easier to read. Okay. So the minimum is the 6 and the maximum is the 667. Okay. All right, guys. So sorry. Yeah. So now we know that using analog read A2, we can just print whatever the value is. Okay. We can get the value of this photo. Okay. Now, as I told you, we need to do if else, right? Because we need to check is it greater than 6 or no, sorry. Like is it day or night? And for that, we need to write some conditions, and those conditions will come under if else. So if okay, so if the value, right, the analog read A2, A2, let's say is greater than greater than, let's say 400 or 300, then I'm gonna just print out or spit out, I must say. Um okay, so now we just say serial dot println what? We wanna println, we wanna print day, okay, because yeah, the level which is smaller than 300, greater than 300 is obviously a day, right? It is sunny or it is day, right? And now, else, अगर ऐसा नहीं है, right? If it is not the case, we are just gonna say serial println night, okay, night. Let me first show you the output, then I will tell you right what is the reason. So start the simulation. Alright, so what is this error? Let me have a look at it. Okay, sorry. As I told you, we needed a semicolon. Okay, so now it is working perfectly fine. Now see, right now it is showing light because yeah, it is dark. But as soon as I take it, yeah, see, so here it should day. Because I suppose at this time it should be kind of the evening, right? So if it is evening, so yeah, it is day only, right? Evening is day. But I think 300 is too much uh small. But so I will just do it 400 days, okay? 400, okay? I will just explain you in a second, but right now just understand, okay? So 999 and now day. So I think now it is working perfectly fine. And in a real, if we ever doing it using a real photo, is everything real, then we won't be able to control like this, okay? Then it will just show the real value, okay? Whether it is day or night. So yeah, guys, that is this code, okay? So this is the final code, right? Just type it out. Just type along me, guys. That is the only way you will be able to learn, right? So now let me explain the code. Alright. As you know, seal dot begin just says the seal, just tells the Arduino that yeah, there is a seal monitor and just start using it or begin, right? Begin using it. So and 9600, I will just explain you this later in some another video, but it's a big topic and yeah. So right now I'm just not explaining this, but just understand where is beginning and just enter 9600 without any thinking, right? Okay. Now inside the while loop we come we're saying if the analog read is greater than 400. Now we saw that if it is going in the mid, it is going day, and if it is below that, it is night. Why? Because the middle is just almost 400, right? Along like 350, 400, right? That is the value, okay? So, and because of that, we know that if it is greater than that, it is obviously a day, right? Because it is more near to the light, right? More near to the light only. It's day, okay? So that's why we said a day. And we're saying else, the rest of the year, right? If it is not the case, it is night obviously because if it is not near to the light and right at not greater than 400, it is obviously less than 400, and so it is a night, okay? All right, guys. So if else, I think we will just discuss in the upcoming videos, upcoming 2 or 3 videos, or it can be a topic of the next video as well, and I will decide. But I think for now, I think this is it, right, guys? So I hope you like this video, right? And like I was very excited for this video, and I'm still excited, right, guys? Because this is such a interesting topic, right? Working with sensors. So I enjoyed the video, making it, teaching you, right? And I hope you liked this video. If you did, just click on the like button, right? You want your friends also to learn about robotics, right? Just share about this series to them, right? Just tell them, yeah, series is going on YouTube, by Yatharth Singh, right? And there is teaching robotics. Yeah, you can tell them. Just you can click on the share button, share them the link, right? And any feedback, if you have any feedback, just write it down in the comment section. Okay, guys. So yeah, this is it. Thank you.